Australians need to brace for a 10% hike to their rent, according to property experts. After the government's huge tax changes, negative gearing and capital gains tax discounts have been wound back, making it less attractive to invest in certain properties.
As a result, some landlords could sell up, freeing up properties for first home buyers, but decreasing rental supply. The government says rent will go up by $2 a week. It's an interesting figure to put on it, and CommBank estimates agree, but some experts think it'll be closer to $50 a week. So for more, here's Christian Bayliss, now founder and chief investment officer at Fort Lake Asset Management. Christian, good to have you here. What is your take? We've seen a lot of reporting around in the last 24 hours about this happening in New Zealand a few years ago. Rents went through the roof. Yep. Will this impact rent?
Oh, look, I think at the margin, I look at it and I say, I don't really see how it creates more investor demand. I look at this and say, why would investors want to get involved in the property market more today than they did tomorrow? And I can't actually see a justification for that. So I actually think it reduces the amount of investors in the market, which ultimately means that you get higher rental prices at the margin, I think. And then you've got to layer on top of that, this is coming at a time where we've only got 1.7% of the housing stock is available for rent. So it's a very tight rental market. Not to mention you've got interest rate increases, you've got 300,000 people a year coming into the country. All of these things push up rental demand. So that is my concern, is the timing of the announcement, but then the actual announcement in and of itself probably at the margin puts upward pressure on rents.
OK, isn't the government saying we want that? We want fewer people, we want fewer investors in the market because we want to save all those properties for first home buyers. Is that going to work?
Yeah, but you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't bring in 315,000 people a year and have population growth of 420,000 a year and then go and do that. You have to look at the whole pie and properly calibrate things. Look, I do like what they're doing with new buildings for investors, so that will still be part and parcel of negative gearing. That's a good thing, and only 5% of investment borrowing is currently going to new buildings, and so you can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to increase the supply on the other side. My sense is, though, that will be a slow burn, whereas investors might get out of the market or flee the market a little bit quicker on the other side. So building a property obviously takes a very long time, exposed to high inflation. A lot of people don't want to deal with builders. All of that type of stuff is, I think, to some extent going to be predominantly offset on the other side by reducing investors.